Hi, Truthers. It's me, just Landriscina. It's time for another Dragon Ball Z vlog. Now, for this video, I will be covering the 17th episode of the first season of Dragon Ball Z, named Pendulum Room Peril. And this is a very fun episode. Of course, it's a filler episode, but it's quite fascinating how many quotes, and there's one major error in this episode that has to be shouldn't be believed. Unfortunately, I can't show anything of it because the Toei Animation is very strict about letting YouTube use the clips on the show, so I can't show you anything. But if I forget, in the last episode, they have the color correction for VG here. So in his blue skin armor with white trim on it, which is very funny. But now I'm with the show. Basically, it's a training episode, and I vaguely remember when I was a kid on TV when it first came out. And this was very quite fascinating because I didn't catch the continuity error, the major one at least. And it starts off with Piccolo training Gohan, and then Gohan being a greenhorn when it comes to training, to the point where he's whining and complaining, and with Piccolo, that's not a good thing. He trains hard, and for those who whines about it, he zaps with his eye lasers, his high beams. Now, Gohan had to try to swallow with him, but he moves too fast to the point that he can't even see Piccolo. And Piccolo said to him, if you can't see them, fill out your enemy. To which I was like, no, he should have done that when he did fight with Raditz. But that's not the point. He zaps Gohan with his eye lasers again. But during the zap, you see them do like an X-ray of the kid, by which you see his lungs, I think his stomach, and I think his intestines. Pretty funny, you know. But if you keep whining, just remember that when you whine, that you should think about what else you should do for fighting, for combat. And he said that for the next 3 months, if you're not sparring with me, or if you're not eating or sleeping, you're sparring with me, which Gohan says, is that a little severe? The scenes are severe. Toughen up, or else they'll beat you. And everyone you love too. So yeah, there's some training, some tough love there. But don't worry, Gohan eventually catches up with him at the end. You know, they be on more or less quitting by the end of the show. And they even dropped the weighty clothing too. Now, the other white guys in the show, Tien, Chatsu, Yamcha, and Piccolo, and Krillin, I mean, go to Kami's lookout. And they're even accompanied by the fat samurai warrior, Yajirobe. Now, I have to ask you this. I know that the Yajirobe is like in every 2 minutes while Street goes and speak goes. But just how strong is he? Because he's able to take a coconut to the head. No big deal, right? So then he takes the a pillar to the head too. You know how strong is that? It's not that. So yeah, there's that. Then the other guys go into the Pendulum Room, hence the name Pendulum Room Peril. Now, in this room is pretty cool because they go into like they stand still and there's a pendulum that goes across their head, over their heads, and that them into this like dream world 100 years ago upon Vegeta. Apparently, Frieza didn't make the planet a blue moon until 100 years ago. It was very recent. Maybe 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, something like that. Spoiler warning. So, what happens is that Mr. Popo at Jakami says that he didn't cook anything new, which makes all the guys do the thing where they fall on square. It's kind of funny actually to see all four of them hit the square. That'd be that. That'd be that. Krillin, Yamcha, Chatsu, and Tien. So, it's kind of funny. But then they show Popo saying that no, guys, know yourself and the enemy. Then all will become clear. I don't know, it's something that Sun Tzu wrote in his Art of War book. Mr. Popo was really deep for some reason. So they go back into the spirit room, into this pendulum room, get that back into the dream dimension years ago. Well, the physical bodies stay here in like and they stay in the present. They're like a zombie-like state. So then they have like they show Planet Vegeta like a wasteland after a big fight and stuff. To which they show Saiyans in like their armor, but they show them as like a decaying skeleton, bones no. I have one problem with it. The tail is still there. You know, I always assumed that the thin tail was more or less like flesh and fur, but like a real animal tail is. You know, with bones in the middle of it. So I always assume that when they get old and die, if it's an still has a tail, then that thing would still have like a bone tail, also like a cat or a dog or something else with a tail, not on Earth. But no, they have it with the fur and the flesh still on it. So I don't know what kind of magic that is, but it's kind of weird actually. So they end up having to fight these two Saiyans. They get trashed by them. And these two Saiyans are very powerful, and they're the wisest too. And that when somebody charges up an attack to get Yamcha, they say that, oh, my grandmother can charge energy faster than that. and she was a good fighter too. Now, this is the biggest continuity, I think, of the entire series. But one of Yamcha's attacks is called the Spirit Bomb. And we all know that the Spirit Bomb is one of Goku's attacks with Shinkai. Now, I have to ask, why is it that Shinkai never taught the ultimate attack to anybody else? And then why didn't Goku teach anybody else? I mean, we see Krillin use the Spirit Bomb by proxy of Goku when they fight with Vegeta. And then later on, by proxy again, Cell said that he could probably do it himself because he got Goku's cells in him, or DNA or cells in him. So that begs the question: why didn't Shinkai teach the ultimate attack to any of the other people? Even Piccolo. I know that he's part evil, but he's much more the evil within him is much more suppressed by the time that he goes up to touch upon it. And yeah, but they show them fighting and stuff against these ghost Saiyans, and they end up getting their butts whipped pretty badly. I must say, Chasu, Tien, they get pretty roughed up pretty quickly, and even Tien uses multiform technique. And so it's Chasu and Krillin that get beat up. I don't know what they got against small ball guys, but apparently they do because they beat with them. To which Kami says to them that the fans that come to Earth are twice as tall as to whoop them. Nobody likes this idea, and they thought that these two Saiyans were pretty much invincible or immortal based on their own power scaling, which is like kind of hard to believe, but whatever. So go beat them up at the training with Kaiten. Which, by the way, I wonder why they never teach Kaiten either to any of the other guys too. I mean, you think that the Kaiten and the Spirit Bomb will be one of the most things for pure people like Yamcha, Tien, Jatsu, and Krillin. But I guess not. I guess Goku just doesn't want to fall. Like Moses or like Superman or something like that. So, yeah, they come back into the real plane. The dream is over. They got their butts whipped by the two scenes. Not the two scenes are like a weird kind of attack where they shoot a beam, but they shoot it like within the beam they're like triangles in it. So that's kind of cool. Remind me of the path from First Contact, the movie First Contact, in which they travel into a beam like that. And I like Yamcha's type of attack where he does like fingers up and down and all that, and the energy ball that he launches does the same thing, kind of like a baseball. But yeah. What's the name of that attack? Oh wait, and then Tien uses the Tribune attack in his Thunder form technique to like the two same guys. And that's it. Oh yeah, Shogoku is still running across the Snake Way. In the next episode will be very exciting because it's called the end of Snake Way. I wouldn't be surprised if they milk it to the end to more episodes, but that's that. But yeah, there's another fellow episode, kind of funny, and it's kind of cool the way at the end they show that Gohan is keeping a better pace with Piccolo, even without the heavy sword and without the turban and the shoulder pads. The way he's holding on Piccolo here. So yeah, and you guys like this. So thank you for watching my video on the 17th episode of the first season of Dragon Ball Z named Pendulum Room Peril. And if you like what you see here and you want some more, you can always subscribe to my channel. And also give me a suggestion for what you should do next. My number is 631-707-3707. Or you can either call me or text message me, or you can drop me a Twitter at Pro, and or you can also email me on my email at JJ's Viewing Channel at gmail.com. Also, how you like my I'm just sorry. I would have the scars to go with it, but I want to move my face. Which, by the way, he had that scar for years now, and so like that, it would fix up. Now, I think Mr. Public's voice also sounds familiar. You sound like maybe when I gave Pokemon. Well, I'm not sure about that. So I salute you guys. Have a good day, good evening. Aloha.